2, 1.
Hello everyone, my name is Professor Matshidiso Muhapelwa. I'm the Dean of the Faculty of Commerce. I'd like to welcome parents and prospective students that will be joining us as of 2027 as students for Rhodes and also within the Faculty of Commerce. The Faculty of Commerce is actually a faculty that has got 4 departments and a business school. The 4 departments that we have within the Faculty of Commerce is the Department of Accounting, that's where we train and actually make sure that we have our chartered accountant starting there, and we also adhere to the South African Institute of Chartered Accountants standard. And then we also have within the there's another department which is the Department of Economics, which is one of our flagship program. We also have the Department of Information System, which is another department that we have. And finally, we have the Department of Management. Linked to those as a faculty, we also have the Business School as one of our flagship program. But within the Commerce faculty, we also have what we call the Extended Studies program, where we cater and accommodate students that qualify to be in the Faculty of Commerce, but they need to be supported and go into an extended programs. Through these programs, we actually make sure that the different degrees that we offer one of our prestigious degree, which is the Bachelor of Business Sciences. We also have the Bachelor of Commerce. We also have the Bachelor of Economics. Those are our 3 major degrees that we offer. So if we're looking in terms of the Bachelor of Business Sciences, what we focus on in the Bachelor of Business Sciences, we have 5 themes that the Bachelor, which is our premium, and it takes a professional route. So when a student does or register for that, we need to make sure that the student that qualifies for that actually has got a minimum of 70% in maths. And that is usually the criteria that we use for people to qualify for this. Because this is a professional degree, it's a 4-year degree. When a student completes this 4-year program, which is Bachelor of Business Science, we call it the BBS, you usually actually have an honors degree. But the 5 themes that we have is you can qualify with honors in economics, with honors in information systems, with honors in management, honors in computer science, and also you can actually have an honors in quantitative management, which include maths and stats. That is what we have as one of our prestigious degree that we offer in this program. The second one that we look at is where you want to take the route of economics, where we're looking at you come in and you actually have to have business, you're looking at Bachelor of Economics. And this has got 4 theme area that we're looking at. Firstly, you will look in terms of you could have Bachelor of Economics with Social Sciences, where you can have economics with politics, or sometimes economic with anthropology or sociology. That's one theme in social sciences. The second one is the business sciences, where you could have economics with management or with IS. That is also the business science route. There's also another route where we call it the mineral route, where we have mineral economics, where you would take in geology, economics, or chemistry as part of your cohort, or you could look at environmental economics, where you could look at economics or environmental sciences, and geography and earth sciences. That is one of our important parts that we look at. And this is actually what we call B-Ecos, which is taking you to the Ecos route. Then we finally have what we have, which is the BCom. The BCom that we have at Rhodes can be divided into 3 different areas. Firstly, our premium one is the one where people are taking the CA route, which is purely where you take in BCom and major in accounting so that you are taking the CA route. The second one is the general BCom, where you can actually take accounting, economics, information system, management, and stats as some of your cohort in terms of subject. And then we have got the third one where we say you can do BCom, but you could look in terms of the interfaculty where you could take the BCom subjects, but you mix them with either social sciences subjects like psychology, organizational, or sociology. That could give you some people would actually go to an extent and taking whatever field that they want as of interest, but they bring it into this interfaculty. And that is one of the things that we open. So this could be a 3-year or a 4-year degree. So a 4-year degree, the dean would be making the decision to say that you qualify for BCom, but you need to stagger it into 4 years. And that is the dean's decision to do that. But usually we qualify it in 3 years. And one of the things that we say that we require as a criteria to enter into the Faculty of Commerce is you need to have a pass in maths. Not maths literacy, but maths. That is a pre-requirement that we have, and that actually helps you to be a candidate to coming into the Faculty of Commerce. So when we say that we have these degrees, these 3 degrees that we spoken about, what we need to look at is you can study here as an undergrad up until postgrad with your PhD. That is actually the route that you could take it. The second part is you could actually get into the profession. One of the things that we are proud as Rhodes University is when you have studied at Rhodes and you're a Rhodian, you can actually get jobs much more quicker, much more easier, because of the flagship of Rhodes University has enabled opportunities of employability for our students. And especially within this professional degree that you're taking within the Faculty of Commerce, you stand a better chance when you're standing out there in the world. And I hope with this, I invite you all to join us in the Faculty of Commerce and be old Rhodian, because that's where leaders learn. Thank you.
Molweni, my name is Professor Siphokazi Magadla. I'm the Dean of Humanities here at Rhodes University. Welcome Bafundi, welcome students and parents to this open day. We look forward to welcoming you to Rhodes University officially as the class of 2027. What does the humanities do? The humanities wrestles with one fundamental question. Why is the world the way it is, and what can we do to change it? So if we agree that we are unhappy with the inequality that we see, we are unhappy that our environment is being depleted, how can we look to history to see what others, other human beings, other societies have done to change the world? So this year is a very exciting year for young people because it marks the 50th anniversary of what the young people in Soweto did to change the world, to defeat apartheid so that we can live in a democratic society. We have those examples, and in the humanities, we have 11 departments and 2 schools that grapple with these questions, from psychology, from sociology, the School of Languages, drama, fine art, sociology, I'm repeating sociology, political and international studies, and many more. So we have 2 3-year degrees. We have a Bachelor of Art. We have a Bachelor of Social Science. We also have an option of 4-year degrees, the Bachelor of Journalism, the Bachelor of Music, and the Bachelor of Fine Art. So you have these options to pursue these critical questions of why the world is and what we can do to make it a better society for ourselves here in South Africa, for Africa, and the world. So when you come here, the humanities is 40% of Rhodes University's over 9,000 students. We are the pulse of this university. We support you. We ensure as the faculty that you don't get lost. So we keep track with your departments, the subjects that you choose, that you attend lectures, you go to your tutorials, and that you submit your work. And so as the faculty, we are able to see how you are progressing in all of your subjects. And when we see that you are not performing well, we send you a warning to make sure that you pull up your socks and perform better. And when you do excel, we recognize you with a merit award to say, keep performing well, keep being focused. And so that is the kind of support that as the faculty we offer you right when you enter the university during orientation, right to the end when I have the pleasure of announcing your name at graduation so that our Chancellor can cap you. In terms of research, we have 11 programmatic areas, and I'm just going to mention a few of these. So these are some of the options you do at the postgraduate level, because our intention is to keep you from first year, and as our Deputy Vice Chancellor of Research, Dr. Mzilikazi says, we want to keep you until you have your red gown. So you have the options of doing a diploma, honors, masters, and of course, the doctoral degree, becoming a doctor. We have 11 programmatic areas, including medical and biohumanities, gender, sexualities and reproduction, African studies, digital humanities, violence and human rights, higher education, and ethical leadership. These allow you to be supervised by a number of academics across departments in your master's or PhD. This is an exciting part of how we are envisioning our postgraduate studies to make sure that you have a dynamism in your postgraduate studies. And so we look forward to welcoming you next year, and all the best for this matric year. Thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Greetings from the Faculty of Pharmacy. My name is Professor Sandile Kamanga. I am the Dean in the Faculty of Pharmacy. Welcome to the 2026 matriculant. We're excited to have you here this morning, and also on behalf of the Faculty of Pharmacy, we want to welcome you all. What is it about pharmacy? There's a lot that I can say. I'm just going to first give you the take of what a pharmacist does. You know the whole thing of preparing, developing medicine, the one that you take when you're not feeling well, the one that patients take when they're in hospital. That's the pharmacist who does that. And everyone at some point in their lives, they are going to be taking medicine. So from a matriculant, what is it that we need? Obviously, you want to pass at the end of the year, and we just want to say, yes, we are with you in 2026. We want to welcome you in 2027 with subjects that you are doing. In particular, if you are doing mathematics, you are doing physical sciences, you are doing life sciences, obviously other subjects as well, and the 2 languages, pass those ones. Aim for 100%, aim for 90%, aim for 70%. Our minimum in terms of want to be eligible to get into the BPharm program, it is obviously an NSC matric pass, which is a level 6 from 70% upwards in mathematics, 70% in life sciences, 70% in physical sciences, so as a minimum. There are so many students who want to do this program. It's a 4-year degree. First year, second year, third year, and 4th year. In first year, you'll be doing mathematics, you'll be doing chemistry, you'll be doing cell biology, you'll be doing ICT, and you'll be doing anatomy and physiology. You'll be doing pharmaceutical biochemistry. All these are exciting. and it's something that you would have done pretty much 50% of it. You would have done and passed it in matric. In second year, that is where we start focusing fully. There are 4 main divisions in pharmacy: pharmacology, we have pharmaceutics, we have pharmaceutical chemistry, and we also have pharmacy practice. Then in third year, then in fourth year, that is where you start also having to do other courses. We have electives where we can choose, for example, a course like geriatrics. You can look at it in terms of cosmetics, clinical trials, etc. And we are saying to you, you are choosing the right program in the health sciences. The world at large needs pharmacists. And in South Africa in particular, when it comes to the provision in pharmaceutical care, in hospitals, and patients need to be educated on how to take their medicines. So if this speaks to you and you want to be in the health sciences spaces, then pharmacy, it is a good program for you to do. It's a 4 years, and then the 5th year is you'll be doing your internship, and then on the 6th year, you'll be doing your community service. You are completely registered as a pharmacist, and you have a license to practice in South Africa. We hope to see you. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Prof. That was 4 minutes 50 seconds, which is right 2, 1.
Welcome to the Rhodes University Open Day. My name is Sepopolo Somandi. I am the Dean of Law at the Lex Simpati House, which is where the law faculty is located. Our law faculty boasts itself as having had the first full-time professor in South Africa in 1905, and it celebrated its centenary year of legal education in 2005 and 120 years of legal education in 2025. The law faculty, as I said, is a small faculty. It is, however, a faculty that punches well above its weight. It does not exist of departments as you usually find, but it exists of very vibrant lecturers who work together towards a common goal of quality legal education for law students. Our faculty is responsible for creating more than 10 judges within the country. We pride ourselves in providing a rigorous legal program that prepares students for their prospective legal careers. We do our best to give students a practical experience of the law in terms of inviting them to participate in moot court competitions and the like. This is usually in their later 2 years of their legal studies. And we are proud to say that we have a law clinic that works hand in hand with the law faculty, that students get to practice over a period of time, in terms of which they would then practice how to consult with clients, and various assessments are taken in an attempt to prepare them for the practical legal field. So we are very happy and proud to have people wanting and willing to be part of the faculty. We are not a big faculty, which usually means that we have more time and attention for students. So at least to that end, we pride ourselves in how much effort we put into each and every student, and in how much each of our lecturers try to get students through the curriculum. It is again our pleasure to invite all applicants to apply into our faculty. We are one of the best law faculties, we believe, in the country, and we look forward to having one of our prospective students becoming one of our top students, and hopefully in the near future representing us at an international stage. Thank you.